full house here at Wright Field in the south side of Chicago. Lacey is leading the tour with 6 foul outs to fans. And the fans are saying it's caught. Do the umpires agree? Yes, 7 foul outs for Logan Lacey. Golden opportunity for the fans. It's a barehanded catch and a beauty. And we're not even a full inning into this game. The fans have already caught in 2 foul balls for outs. And now Joe Lytle sending a moon ball into the stand. And caught! Wow! That might be the highest foul ball into the stands we have ever seen caught for an out. It is our 3rd foul out to a fan tonight already. Now the center fielder, Noah Bridges. Vincent Chapman is saying it's an out, and he's saying he saw it clearly. 4 foul outs to fans through an inning and a half of banana ball from Wright Field. And can the fans get Webb out of it? Yes! Clean snag by the man in a fedora. And that is 5 foul outs to fans, 2 innings into this game. We're 1 away from tying the record already. Into the second deck. What a snag by that guy. And that has tied the banana ball record. 6 foul out to the fans tonight. Welcome into Banana Ball live on TruTV and HBO Max. It is game 2 from Wright Field, where we had a historic performance by the fans last night as they caught 6 foul balls for outs, tying a banana ball record. The Nanners capitalized on some untimely defensive miscues by the Firefighters to nail down a 3-2 victory. And as you can see, we had a beautiful day today for all of our Party Plaza activities. But as soon as the gates opened, the skies darkened, and we have had a few hours of non-stop rain that continues to fall outside of our booth as we speak. We welcome you inside with Josh Talebski, Biko Scala. The weather's beautiful in here. Thank you so much for joining us here in virtual Banana Land. Really fun ball game last night, some banana ball history, but in the end, the veteran-filled Nanners team able to get the victory.
Yeah, and hopefully the fans able to provide defensively as much as they did last night. Bananas pitching great as per usual. The Nanners have now won 15 of their last 16 contests, and it was a special guest, former Chicago White Sox Mark Burley, who actually earned the win last night, and now the Nanners find themselves hunting a sweep against the Firefighters.
All right, let's get a quick look at the 11 rules that turn baseball into banana ball. The main point is if you win an inning, you get a point. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game will win it, and we have a 2-hour time limit. If that runs out before we get to the 9th, whatever inning we are playing will be the last.
And of course, there are no walks in banana ball. Instead, you see a sprint where all defenders must touch the ball. The runner can take as many bases as he or she desires. And of course, we've got the showdown tiebreaker, our version of extra innings in banana ball.
It's a special night for DC3. For more on that, let's get it down to Zach Staten.
That's right, Biko and Josh. DC3 not alone. The Firefighters here, and he's not alone in spirit too. He's wearing the jersey of his father, Scott Cornett, who played in the White Sox organization in the 90s. Dalton, how special was last night for you?
It was a surreal moment getting to share that with my dad. You know, I think he cried, but he also was like, "You missed a good pitch in that at bat." So, you know how he is.
He's got a harsh review for you?
Oh, for sure, always.
So you getting one for him tonight?
I'm gonna get one for him tonight.
Oh, let's go. He's called a shot. Dalton Cornett gonna do this thing. We're over and out, boys.
Thank you, Zach. Let's get a quick glance at the Nanners defense. It's the usual suspects left to right in the outfield. Robert Anthony Cruz, DR Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis in the infield, third to first. Danny Hosley, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Carell Prime. And catching is Eric Jones Jr.
And now we get a look at tonight's starting pitcher, Cowboy Kyle, in his 8th year with the Savannah Bananas, making his 7th start in 2025, despite missing 11 games, spanning a month and a half for the Nanners. Woowigs ranks 3rd on the team with 41 strikeouts this season, as the Firefighters are batting just a $185 against the righty.
All right, let's feast our peepers on the Firefighters starting lineup at the top. Liam Spence, Dalton Cornett, and Logan Lacey. Cleaning it up, Joe Lytle, then Stephen Cullen, Dakota McFadden, Noah Bridges, Mason Maxwell, South Trimble, and Isaac Parra to round it out. Firefighters looking to split this series. We'll see if they can get off to a hot start in a second. For now, let's get it down to Jesse Cole.
Banana Nation, it is time. On 3, we need everyone here to yell, "Start the clock." 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Leading off for
And the 2-hour timer starts ticking. And Liam Spence, who launched his 2nd home run of the tour last night, Gets a fastball right at his noggin from the 8-year banana, Cowboy Kyle. Peter gets the bottom of the zone, a ball and a strike on the kid out of Geelong, Australia. Comes to banana ball after a fantastic season with the Sioux Falls Canaries in the American Association last year. Spent 3 years in the Australian Baseball League. And earns a sprint. Peter just misses the bottom of the knees. Lewig's not thrilled with the call. All 7 bananas behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it is live when ball 4 is fired. Textbook defense from the boys behind Lewis and EJ, and Spence just 1 base.
Yeah, rare to see from Cowboy Kyle Lewis, one of the most effective strike throwers in banana ball history. And going to be interesting to see how well his control is with this banana ball as the rain has started falling back down here in right field. And Lewis induces a line out to DR Meadows in center field.
Well, I'll tell you what, the rain never stopped from about 3 o'clock this afternoon Central Time, but now it is really kicking up. Coming down in droves as the fastball is yanked up and out. From Lewis to Logan Lacey. He was the best bat on the Firefighters a year ago. Skies this one to the right side. Olsen can't find it. Nobody can. Alexiadis wheels and fires to second. Scoop from Cox. And a heads-up play. Turns what could have been a disaster into a 9-6 fielder's choice. Spence is staying at second base. Maybe Cox didn't come away with the scoop cleanly. Get another look. Yeah. Got caught up in the Aussie. So it'll go as a single for Lacey, an odd one at that. Just put it in that Bermuda Triangle right side of the field. 2 on and 1 down for Joe Lytle. And a chance for the fans, many of them with their backs turned to the field as they're trying to escape the deluge of rain. And here comes the tarp. 3 batters in, we have to pause the clock with a ball and a strike on Lytle. The White Sox grounds crew are going to have to go to work. We'll get it down to the young professor.
Mother Nature is throwing us a curveball, but we are unwavering in our commitment to resume and play tonight's game. However, we are now entering a banana ball rain delay. In a banana ball rain delay, we do have some rules. Rule number 1, in a banana ball rain delay, every fan counts. That means we need you to get loud. We need you to sing. We need you to dance. And we need every ounce of energy in your body. Rule number 2 of a banana ball rain delay. There is no complaining in a banana ball rain delay because complaining sucks. Just don't do it. It won't make it better. And finally, rule number 3. We are not worried about lightning. In fact, the only electricity we are concerned with is the electricity coming from each and every one of the 40,000 people here in Chicago. So ladies and gentlemen, get ready because this will be the greatest rain delay in all of sports. Welcome to the Banana Ball Rain Delay.
Nobody does a rain delay like our great people here in Banana Land. As the Chicago White Sox grounds crew takes care of this wonderful field, we'll bring you back up inside. Josh Talevsky, Pico Scala. How about that? 3 batters, a 1-1 count on Joe Lytle. Sticky situation for the Nanners. Runners on first and second. Cowboy Kyle Lewis is going to try and escape whenever Mother Nature will cooperate with us. We will be back in just a minute, and we're going to have highlights from last week. A whole lot of fun with our rain delay coverage here on TruTV.
On 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Showtime indeed. It is just remarkable that Rate Field is still jam-packed. Over an hour and 20 minutes on the rain delay. The rain is still coming down. The fans could care less. A fastball right down the chute. 1-2 now on Joe Lytle. There is one of those rare cutters from Lewicks in on the hands. Lytle spoils it. And another foul ball. That's going to be a knock for Lytle. And it's going to bring in Spence from second. Lacey will follow him to third. Joe trying to grab 2 bases. Oh no! This is a disaster. Liam Spence slipped. He had to retreat back to third. Somehow Lacey got back to second. First base was unoccupied by a Bananas defender. So everybody's safe. The base is loaded and Liam Spence can't believe it. We'll get another look. Yeah, right around third. The Australian took a heck of a tumble.
And with Correll Prime expecting Liam Spence to come around and score, he was trying to man the cutoff spot around the pitcher's mound. This is the primary reason he was not back at first base. Jackson Olsen not covering that spot. That's why Lytle was able to scramble back and reach safely.
Well-executed slider evens up the count against Stephen Cullen. The bags are full. That one smashed out into left center. That'll plate at least 2. Lytle off to the races. He's getting the wave around from Val Perez. Relay from Cox. Not in time. Stephen Cullen unloads the bases. And the Firefighters with a 3-spot in the first, just like that.
The bats have come out firing following a 1 hour and 20-minute delay. First Lytle with the single into right center, and Cullen clearing the bases for the Firefighters as Dakota McFadden is hacking early and fouling it back to the fans who can't make a play.
Foul ball, ringing the bell of Eric Jones Jr. He's A-OK. Not even asking for any time to recover. No balls and 2 strikes on the Firefighters' designated hitter. And D-Mac chases what looked like a high slider. Definitely not where Cowboy Kyle wanted to locate it, but it got the job done. And he's got himself a second out about an hour and 25 minutes after he got his first.
And you see the frustration there from Dakota McFadden, I think recognizing the mistake from Cowboy Kyle Lewicks and just swinging over it a hair and helping out the Bananas right-hander to get his second out.
As you can see by the signage in the stands, Noah Bridges, a fan favorite on this Firefighters squad. Trying to get the batting average back above the Mendoza line. Phenomenally talented athlete, trying to get back in the swing of things after he lost his entire 2024 season due to injury. That's a good start. Drew Yanesta rumbling home, gets a late stop sign. D.R. Meadows with a perfect throw home. Good call by Val Perez to halt her designated runner. First time Drew Yanesta has been the designated runner since the Firefighters' opening series of the tour back May 23rd and 24th in Kauffman Stadium in KC. Some runners on the corners now for Mason Maxwell. And a bounding ball left side. Hosley on the run. Not in time. Mad Max showing off the wheels. And that'll plate a 4th run here in the first for the Firefighters.
Everything continuing to go the way of the Firefighters, and it's excellent hustle from Mason Maxwell. Despite a little dribbler over on the left side of the infield, Mad Max just enough speed to now put up a 4 spot for the Firefighters here in our opening frame.
2 balls and no strikes on South Trimble as the fastball misses just a hair down. Trimble holds down the 9-hole. Bridges off for third. South, the soft tapper. Cox is going to go between the legs, take care of Trimble, and stop the bleeding. But 4 runs cross for the Firefighters. They have a golden opportunity to claim the first point available tonight. And this is how they line it up defensively. Left to right in their outfield, it is South Trimble, Noah Bridges, and then Mason Maxwell, the last three guys we saw hit. And then in the infield, third to first, Logan Lacey, Liam Spence, Isaac Parra, and Stephen Cullen, with Joe Lytle behind the plate.
Well, Stephen Cullen was the standout performer defensively for the Firefighters last night. 4 trick plays over at first base, and Parra, 9 trick plays in 10 opportunities this season.
In the middle of it all is Austin Temple, pride of Palm City, Florida. He was a 2018 and 2019 Collegiate Banana. This is his sophomore campaign with the Firefighters, a really tremendously talented hurler who's got high velocity on the fastball.
Played collegiately at Jacksonville University and the University of Notre Dame before becoming a Houston Astros minor leaguer. This is his 11th start of the season, but Temple is having a lot of problems with his command lately. 8 ball 4 sprints across his last 5 innings of work.
And let's look at the Savannah Bananas starting lineup. As promised, it's the Doctor at the top, then KJ and Oberst. Super Reese cleaning it up. Coxey, Prime, Rack, Hosley, EJ, and Olsen to finish it out. B.R. Meadows out of Vidalia, Georgia, in his 3rd World Tour. The defending Banana Ball MVP having another banner season. That 363 batting average you saw is in the top spot on the Nanners. He gets a splitter first pitch of the game from Austin Temple. That's respect to one of the best hitters in the sport. Follows it up with the sweeper. Impressive take from DR. And another breaking ball once again. Meadows lays off. He's ahead 2-1. Chance for the fans. Who do not make the catch below us. 2-2 on DR. He went 1 for 3 last night. Started off the Nanners offense with the steal of first. Came around to score the inning-winning run in that first inning. Lines this one right to Spence. A barrel, but nothing to show for it. 1 down for Temple.
Line to right to Liam Spence, who's making his first start at shortstop for the Firefighters this season and tested immediately, but Spence won a Gold Glove during his time in college at the University of Tennessee and made the routine play for out number 1.
KJ's batting average dropped 3 ticks with an 0-for-1 performance last night, but a pair of ball 4 sprints got the OBP up to a tour leading 493. A moon ball here. It's going to be popped by Isaac Parra. Spence cleaning it up. Isaac grabbing his 10th trick play of the tour. And 2 quick outs for the Firefighters.
And the best thing that Isaac Parra did here to make sure that he could collect the trick play, he communicated he wanted to tip that to his double play teammate in Liam Spence. Came over, made the easy snag, and now the Firefighters and the Bananas both with the trick play in tonight's game.
Good curveball by Austin Temple. Doesn't get the call from Vincent Chapman. And Dan Oberst sends the next pitch into the second deck. Not caught by the fans. Dan was one of the 5 guys to foul out to the fans last night. 6 foul outs to the fans in total. Noah Bridges gave them 2. Tying a Banana Ball record. And the most ever in a Savannah Bananas game. Sliding stop. Logan Lacey across the diamond, throws offline, but Stephen Cullen does a heck of a job slapping a tag on Oberst. And the Firefighters flashing the leather as they take a 1-point lead.
Great plays from the Firefighters infielder Lacey, a bullet across the diamond to cap off a 2-minute and 19-second inning. And now time to check in with one of our Bananas and Sam Bauman, our correspondent.
Hey Josh, hey Biko, I'm with the songbird of Banana Land, Dalton Malden. We just haven't got to catch up in so long. Dalton, I want to start, this tour we've been on has been amazing. We've seen so many different places. Put into perspective how this feels.
Man, really the only way to say it is just, life is sweet like honey.
There's something there, I think. Sorry, anyways. So, we've been on this tour. It's been pretty hot here. It's hot in Savannah. We got body armor. Do you have a favorite body armor flavor?
Out of all the flavors, my favorite, gotta be cherry lime.
I don't know if you're doing that on purpose, but that's pretty good. You know, last one here. It feels like you're having a lot of fun with me. You think like we got something here? Is there a phase we're in?
Yeah. I'm in a you phase, baby. I don't want to change it. You're never getting off my mind.
Guys, we're just going to sing the night away. Be good, Josh. I guess you guys can get back to the game.
Thanks, SB. And appreciate the wonderful serenading there from Dalton Malden, the songbird of our generation, but he's got some competition now with Mr. Bauman. Ball and a strike on Isaac Parra, showing off his switch hitting abilities. And rolling this one up the middle. Cox fielded between the legs. Over to first. Gnarly trick play by the glove magician, his second of the game, 162nd on the tour.
Nobody does it better than the glove magician for the Savannah Bananas, now up to 520 lifetime trick plays, most of any player. Made that one look awfully routine as D.R. Meadows, the inventor of the backflip catch, has one of the wildest routes to the ball and stuns the crowd in right field.
Well, we get to see wonderful trick play magic from the tour leader in trick plays in Cox, and then the man right behind him in D.R. Meadows. It's a big gap. D.R. up to 114 now. But no one else has made it to triple digits yet. It's really impressive what Cox and Meadows have done here in their fourth and third tours respectively. And Dalton Cornett, another man here in year 4 in Banana Land, ahead 2-0. Scorched the ball his first time, but straight to Meadows in center field. 3-0 pitch. Right down Broadway. This one shanked down the left field line, foul. We had Dalton out on the Party Plaza with us pre-game, getting to talk about how special this is to play in the big league park where his father, Scott Cornett, was a member of the White Sox minor league system, getting all the way up to AAA. And Dalton has followed his dad in so many ways. Was a star at Alice Lloyd College, just like Pops, where his dad's the head coach of the baseball team. Serves this deep out to left, long run, Robert Anthony Cruz. He won't get there. It's going to be a ground rule double. That is Kyle Lewigs falling victim to ball four sprint defense. Positioning for the Nanners. All three outfielders were in close to second, preparing to try and hold Cornett to just one base. If ball four was fired, instead Dalton ends up grabbing his 5th double, 9th extra base hit of the year. Now a 1-0 count on Logan Lacey, who singled his first time. Fooled on the slider by Lewigs, evening up the count. Lacey with a moon ball in the infield. Ryan Cox waiting patiently for it to come down and is going to grab his 3rd trick play of the ball game. Half of the Savannah Bananas outs defensively. Ryan Cox trick plays. And the Nanners just need 1 run to tie this game in the bottom of the 2nd.
Crazy here. It is the sing-off. We're going to play 3 songs, and whoever finishes that song, finishes that lyric, is winning. We're going to have a competition. Young Professor, who do you got over there?
Tell you what, Jesse, I'm going to go ahead and represent our fans over here behind third base and out in left field, the best in class of Chicago.
Yeah. You have all of left field and all of third base, but I got all of right field and all of first base, and we call this the winning section. First song, Shark. Let's hear ya.
Welcome back to Live Banana Ball on TruTV and HBO Max, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. It's been a fun inning and a half thus far. Jesse Cole, owner of the Savannah Bananas, in the stands singing it up with the fine folks here on the south side of Chicago. And the Firefighters with a 1-point lead after winning the first inning. Austin Temple had 4 runs to work with, put the Nanners down in order. Now has 4, 5, and 6. Reese Alexiadis watches that curveball stay inside. A ball and 2 strikes on the Nanners right fielder. Cox on deck, Prime in the hole. Super Reese smashes this one deep out to left center. On the run, Noah Bridges. Heck of a snag, crashing into the wall for the first out.
Incredible play by Noah Bridges, added to the Firefighters. Last season was unable to play after breaking his leg. They have seen the value of Bridges here in their second year in franchise history. A man with incredible speed and capable of playing all 3 outfield positions, as he made a terrific running snag in left center there.
Fastball down low to Ryan Cox. Boy, has he leveled up offensively here in his 4th campaign in Bananaland. Hitting .318, reaching base at a .411 clip. He's always been at the top of the trick play mountain since the statistic was invented. And he's always been the toughest guy to strike out in the sport. But what he's been able to do with the bat here in 2025, unbelievably impressive. Also tied with Alexiadis for the tour lead with 21 walk-offs. So he's had a knack for the clutch. This time on a 3-1, serves it the other way, and a backpedaling Spence will take care of his counterpart. 5 up and 5 down for Austin Temple. He now has to set his sights on a fellow former minor leaguer in Correll Prime, who threw an inning and 2/3 scoreless relief last night. Gets the start at first base this evening, and can't connect on the splitter.
4 home runs this season for Correll Prime, had 56 in his minor league career spent in the Colorado Rockies system. And with the Firefighters unable to score a run in the top half of this inning, 1 swing from Correll Prime that leaves the yard, we'd have a 1-point apiece ball game.
Dangerous count. Not a dangerous hitter. The 3-1 off the end of the bat, and Noah Bridges will clean it up. 6 up, 6 down for Austin Temple. He holds the door. Still a 1-0 lead for the Firefighters. Let's get it down to Princess Potassium.
Me crowned the princesses of the game earlier, but I had some gentlemen who were feeling a little left out, and they think they have what it takes to be a prince here in Bananaland. But I've told them, not just anyone can be a prince. You've got to have a little musical talent too. So these gentlemen are going to see if they can finish the princess lyric, and if they can, they will be crowned prince. If they cannot, they will be remanded to the peasantry. All right, my friend Rob, do you think you have what it takes?
We'll see.
All right, Shark, hit it!
Sing a song with me. I forgot the words to this song.
Give it up for Rob, everybody. Justin, do you think you can top that?
I sure hope so.
All right, Shark, what do we have for Justin?
Under the sea, darling, it's bigger, take it from me. Yeah!
Nicely done, Justin. All right, Eric, you've got a tough act to follow. You think you can do it?
Let's try.
All right, Shark.
John. The cold never bothered me anyway.
All right, Banana Nation, let's cheer for your favorite. Do you think our prince is Rob? Do you think it's Justin? Or do you think
All right, I don't think we have to find out who the crowd likes most. All right, we did. It was the last guy. Yeah, obvious choice there. Let's set our sights on the 6'6" southpaw out of Whitby, Ontario. Bananaland's Big Maple, Ryan Kellogg, has a foul ball from Joe Lytle into the second deck. Not caught. And an 0-1 count. Lytle smokes this one deep out to right center. Alexiadis can't make a leaping snag. It's a ground rule double. And a heck of a start for the Firefighters here in our third frame. Let's get it down to the field for our firefighter of the night.
Escorting Stephen to the plate are members of the Chicago Fire Department Engine 29, Battalion 2. We thank you for keeping your city safe. So fans, let's hear it for our firefighters of the night. Chicago Fire Department Engine 29, Battalion 2.
That's one of the best parts of the Firefighters, being the third team added to the sport of banana balls. Getting to honor the heroes in every community we get to. Stephen Cullen, if it's fair, it is gone by a mile. Foul ball. Cullen just launched his first homer of his second World Tour last weekend in Coors Field, a no-doubter to left. He's got the juice. This one is going to stay in the yard. Meadows ranging over, is going to grab a tip drill trick play. Lytle thinks about tagging and then thinks better of it. Meadows, one of the best arms in banana ball.
And you also see how wise DR Meadows is in center field. At the same time he's collecting the trick play, he minimizes how high he tips that ball into his bare hand to keep Lytle from tagging up and get him in prime position to throw him out as McFadden dribbles this one up the middle. Olsen shows off the range and guns down McFadden at first base, but moves Joe Lytle up to third.
Boy, that play just gave me deja vu to the final out in Syracuse, New York, September 14th, 2023. With Dustin Baber making that play to even up that world tour between the Party Animals and Bananas. The Animals would win the whole dang thing 2 days later in Cooperstown in Doubleday Field. And it was Dakota McFadden who hit that ball that ended that battle in Syracuse. Anyway, I'll come back to the present. 2-1 on Bridges. Lytle broke for home, but thinks better of it. Heck of a job by Eric Jones Jr. Make sure that ball didn't get too far away from him. Cody Fluffman, one of our bananas, currently taking a shower, and Danny Hosley taking care of that floater in foul territory. So Ryan Kellogg gets out of the sticky situation, puts up a big goose egg, and well, Matt Wolf lassos Danny Do-It-All. We'll get it down to Tori Bridey on the field.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. Look around. That's enough to fill Rate Field 10 times for the number of children and teens in care. To raise awareness and support communities, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Ronan family. Kelly is a single foster mom. She and her biological son, Logan, made the decision to become a licensed foster family 2 years ago. Since being licensed, they have provided a safe and loving place to each kid that comes in their home. In total, they have welcomed 5 long-term placements into their home. Fans, please join us in celebrating Kelly and her son Logan for making a difference right here in your community.
Another huge shout out for the Ronan family. And we'll get a quick look at the group hug with our Bananas Foster Family of the Night in the middle of all that love. Here's how you can get involved right here.
It's fun to be able to share my experiences with other kids. Hopefully some kid out there can learn it at age 10 instead of having to learn it at age 26. We're genuinely having the time of our lives. I think that shows through. I think the fact that we're having so much fun, I think is part of why this thing works so well.
Robert Anthony Cruz leads off the bottom of the third inning. Christian Dearman, the new man on the mound for the Firefighters. So Austin Temple does his job, a perfect 2 innings. Gets the Firefighters a point with 4 runs of support in the first. And now Dearman here in his 7th year in Banana Land. Spent 5.5 seasons as a Banana. This is now year 2 as a Firefighter. And gives up a no-doubt inning-winning nuke out to right. A rack attack. Robert Anthony Cruz ties the game.
A souvenir for the fans over in right field. And the sophomore Banana, who set the rookie home run record with 8 a season ago, hits his 9th in 2025.
Another look. Cruz got a cookie. And Dearman knew it off the bat. We are knotted at 1 point each. Let's get it down to Jesse Cole for a kiss-off.
After that mammoth home run, we're going to pick it up here and spread the love with a little kiss-off. So we have 3 couples here. They've all been married different amounts of time. And fans, you are going to be the judge who does the best kiss here in Chicago. So first couple, your name?
My name's Kate.
Chris.
Kate and Chris, how long have you guys been married?
1 year.
1 year. All right, let's see what you got, Kate and Chris. Our next couple, maybe they can pick it up a little bit. Your name?
Mike.
Michelle.
How long have you been married?
25 years.
25 years. That's pretty good. Show us what a kiss looks like. All right. Pretty good. You watching? Next. Your name?
Sue.
Sue.
Dan.
How many years have you guys been married?
51.
All right, guys. Show us what it looks like. Whoa! Whoa! What is happening? Oh, okay. All right, guys, that's enough. What? All right, bring it up. All right. Now you be the judge. Was it this couple? Was it 25 years right here? Or what about 51? 51 years! I think we have it right here. That is the winner of our kiss-off. Let's hear it for our amazing couple. Great job, guys.
All right. And now this. Jared Donaldson, new man on the mound for the Nanners. Second guy out of the pen. The splitter specialist takes over as we kick off our fourth inning. And first pitch, a worm burner to the left side. Cox between the legs, over to first. Just in time. Mason Maxwell beat out an infield single, got an RBI for his troubles his first time. Here he hits into Cox's fourth trick play of the ball game already.
Big night for Ryan Cox so far. Owns the banana ball single game trick play record with 7 and has got to be hunting that with 4 trick plays early on as South Trimble is plunked on the second pitch from Jared Donaldson.
Yeah, fastball gone awry. Donnie gets so much movement on his four-seam fastball, he doesn't even throw a two-seamer. As he said, he literally has no control of it. Oh gosh. So Trimble on first, Isaac Parra with the old batter's box switcheroo, and down 0-2. He's going to go from the left side. It's a slap hit. Cox, bare hand, no chance. A smattering of boos for Isaac Parra. I'll tell you what, the softball community absolutely loves it. We'll get another look. The key between a soft slap and a bunt is the hands never move up the bat. The fans are challenging if this was a bunt.
This isn't a reviewable play.
It's not a reviewable play, it's not challengeable, and it's also not a bunt. So you get another look. Yep, there it is. Understandable. Yeah, call is confirmed, of course. Understandable why the fans would think, okay, he stopped his swing. It's got to be a bunt. But if you don't move the hands up the bat, it is not a bunt.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, after review, the ruling on the field is
2024.
confirmed.
So the second year firefighter able to stay on first base safely. And now we've got something special from Zachary Bridges.
Okay.
I took a shower washing every body part with actual soap, including all my major crevices, including in between my toes and in my belly button, which I never did before but sort of enjoyed. I washed my hair with the Don't Formula shampoo, and use cream rinse with that Just Wash Shine. I can't seem to find my toothbrush, so I'll pick one up when I go out today. Other than that, I'm in good shape.
Zachary Bridges paying homage to Home Alone. Kind of bears a resemblance to grown-up Macaulay Culkin.
You really think so?
Nah, not really, but they both have blonde hair.
Good job, buddy. Man, your observation skills are top-notch.
Landed the plane. That one just barely foul past the dive of Hosley. So Bridges swinging it here for Spence at the top of the order. We got word that Liam Spence is out due to an injury. We will keep you updated on that.
What we've heard so far, a hand and wrist injury for Spence, who's already got some ice on it.
Splitter gets the inside corner, evens up the count. 2 on with 1 down. And the 2-2's up and in. And Spence was already in for the injured Caden Green, who we did get good news. It's just a really badly bruised left hand for Peanut. And the swelling too much to swing it. Bridges perfect direction, but not enough distance to get it up to the booth to Josh and I.
I'm going to be honest, I got a little spooked. I felt like I could trip and fall out of this booth.
Zachary Bridges tries to check his swing. Vincent Chapman has got to be saying he went around because that pitch was well inside. No appeal to the first base umpire. Get another look. Vincent never pointed to the swing. And that ball looked well inside. Couldn't really tell there. You just have to take my word for it. No balls at 2 strikes on Dalton Cornett. Lined out his first time, smoked a double out to right center his last trip. Or out to left field, I beg your pardon. And peppers this one deep out to left. Meadows on his horse, will not get there. 1 run in. Parra is getting a stop sign, he runs through it. Cox with the relay, in time. Heck of a play by the glove magician to gun down Parra at the dish.
Not only a great throw home from Ryan Cox, but it was D.R. Meadows who flipped the ball immediately to Robert Anthony Cruz, throw it to his cutoff man, and Coxie a perfect throw home to gun down Parra. Firefighters leading the 4th, 1-0. We'll be right back.
Chicago, let's get those hands up in the air all the way around and get it clapping. Here we go, Shark. Get those arms waving. Here we go. Keep it going, hands up! Now keep it clapping as we shuffle! Are amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Calendar crew, all calendar crew to the 3rd base dugout. Thank you. All calendar crew, please report to the 3rd base dugout now. Thank you.
Hey, YouTube, you get to look at the numbers for Javon Ray here in his first World Tour. Out of Douglasville, Georgia. 5-pitch mix. 4-seam, 2-seam, circle change, curve, and a slider. I saw a question in the chat recently before we come back to TruTV. The Robert Anthony Cruz homer to end the 3rd inning ended it because that gave the home team the lead.
Welcome back to Banana Ball here on TruTV. You're getting a look at the play that ended the top of the 4th inning. Meadows with a flip to Robert Anthony Cruz, spinning and firing to his cutoff man, Ryan Cox, and keeping the Firefighters from scoring 2 in the top of the 4th. But the Bananas still chasing at least 1 run, and South Trimble, who has moved from left field to second base, comes away with the trick play for the Firefighters, and new pitcher, Javon Ray.
And after the replay, we go right down to Eric Jones Jr., specialty walk-up time. You never get a break in Banana Ball. Non-stop as per usual. All right, EJ, what do you got for us? Eric Jones Jr. singing some Train as he gets up to the plate for the first time tonight. Nanners catcher here in his 4th World Tour. Former Twins and Mariners minor leaguer, was the Mariners bullpen catcher during their magical postseason run in 2022. And he's the Bananas all-time leader in home runs. It's been a while since we've seen EJ leave the yard though. Guy is due for a moonshot. The fans might take that opportunity out of his hands. Not on that foul ball, though. That bounces around behind home plate.
Yeah, we haven't seen a home run from Eric Jones Jr. since the 10th of May in Nashville. It actually came in Nissan Stadium, home of the Tennessee Titans. It's a 26-game drought currently for Jones Jr., who takes the pitch a bit in, and it's 2-1 count.
Make it 3 balls and a strike. For Javon Ray, the new man on the mound, 4-seam fastball, low 90s, working a 2-seam circle change, curve, and slider as well. Runs the count full here. Javon, a guy who started at the University of Tennessee, spent his last 3 years at Georgia Southern University, about an hour down the road from Savannah. And a swing and a foul tip. EJ just able to get a piece of that. There are plenty of ties that bring everybody together in Banana Land. Ray started his college career with Liam Spence at Tennessee, ended his college career with the Party Animals' Jason Swan at Georgia Southern. You get another look at Joe Lytle. Getting that ricochet, and now the heater high, so EJ will get a free 90 and keep it at that. All 7 Firefighters behind Ray and Lytle move the ball around in quick succession. And Malachi Mitchell here in his 5th World Tour, the Bananas designated runner. Running the bases for the first time tonight. He can be inserted without penalty 1 time every trip through the order. We've already seen the Firefighters use their designated runner in Drew Yanesta. Now the Nanners counter with the fastest man in the sport. Fans over there saying the foul ball from Jackson Olsen was caught, but third base umpire Joe Allsworth said no, it was bobbled. It has to be a clean catch from the bat right to the hands. The Firefighters are going to challenge this call. Each team in Banana Ball gets a challenge. If the call they challenge is overturned, they retain their challenge for the rest of the game. If it can't be overturned, then they lose it. And that looks like a clean catch from what I'm seeing. It looks like it's right into the glove. I think that call is overturned.
Also looks good to me.
And that's as clean as it comes. Golly. I thought first. Yeah, that is. We've got another look. I mean, I have enough from the first angle to overturn it.
That looks good to me.
Confirms it. Call overturned. Jackson Olsen's already back in the dugout.
Ladies and gentlemen, after further review, the ruling on the field, overturned. It is a fan-caught foul ball for an out.
So after the fans tied the Banana Ball record with 6 foul balls caught for outs last night, they grabbed their first night 2 here in Wright Field. In the bottom of the 4th, we're back to the top of the order in DR Meadows.
Wise challenge from Val Perez and the Firefighters. They get to keep their challenge for the remainder of the game. And DR Meadows swinging at the first pitch from Javon Ray and aligning it into center field. The Bananas trying to start a 2-out rally.
David Ray lined out his first time right to Spence at short. Good contact once again, this time puts it in the right spot. The inning tying run on second, inning winning run on first for Kyle Jackson. Fastball for strike one. AJ popped into a trick play in the infield his first time. And broken bat, it's gonna dunk in for a hit. Malachi Mitchell will score easily. Meadows can really fly. He's trying to score from first. Relay from Trimble, not in time. KJ walks off the bottom of the fourth with the Nanners down to their final out.
It was the perfect man to have up at the right time. Kyle Jackson batting .440 with runners in scoring position this season. He's the walk-off hero for the Nanners in the fourth, and they've grabbed their first lead of the night in right field.
It looked like we were going to get a celebration. The Nanners decide that we're going to go straight into a promo. One more look at Meadows racing from first to home. Nanners lead 2-1, 4 innings in the books.
Well, it's time to find out. Temple versus Charlotte. On your mark, get set, pull. And there they go. Charlotte is digging in. You're getting beat by a kid, Temple. Marshall Shill's jumping in now. There they go. She's still pulling. Fellas, now's the time. What are you doing? Benton joins the fray. Fellas, come on. You're gonna let this kid beat you? Oh, 4 guys versus 1 kid. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Charlotte. When I count to 3, in 1, 2,
Man, I love watching the wave. Don't you, YouTube? Got about 30 seconds before we are back on TruTV and HBO Max. And the full capacity crowd here in right field having themselves a time while we wait to restart the action. '25 is the first Banana Ball World Tour with a tournament at the end. It'll start October 4th through 7th. That's the semis, and then a 1-game championship on October 11th. Every single game will be streamed right here on TruTV and HBO Max, as well as the Banana Ball YouTube channel. And you got a quick look at the standings before we had to jump right back into the action here. But the Party Animals, the best team right now. Logan Lacey with a long foul ball for strike 2. Jared Donaldson out for a second inning of relief. And it's 3-4-5 in the Firefighters lineup. Lacey, Lytle, and Cullen. Donnie goes to the heater to grab his second punch out.
3-pitch strikeout there from Jared Donaldson, and perfect placement on the outside corner. Lacey not able to connect, and now Donnie with punch outs in each of his first 2 innings of work tonight.
Joe Lytle with his patented mullet shake. Vincent Chapman loves to get in on the action, offering his beard up for everybody's entertainment. Lytle having a great ball game. Single and a double. He's one of the 4 Firefighters to score in the first inning. But the Bananas have stormed back. Walk-offs in the 3rd and 4th. A home run by Robert Anthony Cruz in the 3rd. The 2-run double by Kyle Jackson to win the 4th. That was with the Nanners down to their final out in the inning, down by a run. So that is a huge swing. In more ways than one, and Lytle, the team leader in steals of first with 3 of them on the year. Thought about going there. Another great stop by EJ, though, prevents it from happening. And now moseying on into foul territory behind the back. Danny Hosley with the trick play.
The world's tallest pitcher, Dakota Stilts. Oh, Brenton.
The tallest athlete in the world takes center stage in front of the over 40,000 fans on hand here in the south side of Chicago for a second straight night. It only took a couple pitches for Dakota Albritton to take care of business last night.
33rd time Stilts has taken the mound for the Bananas, up to 11 in the 3rd innings pitched. Tossed 2 pitches last night, induced a pop-up to Aaron Jones Jr. over at first. And Stilts has now appeared in 13 straight games for the Nanners without allowing an earned run. Hoping to make it 14 with the bases empty and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th.
Stephen Cullen takes the tall ball inside. Pulling out that big swing in the first inning, cleared the bases with a double. Sends this one a mile high. It's not going to get out of the infield. Ryan Cox, trick play number 5 on the ball game. Secured by Hosley on the tip drill. And Donaldson and Albritton, a couple Georgia boys, combined talents to author a 1-2-3 inning.
Major League Baseball sent me to anger management and
now Ozzie is laughing at Mike DeMuro, and I think Ozzie's been given the heave-ho.
And the White Sox have won the World Series. Coach, a former 3-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, and the manager of your World Series champion Chicago White Sox. Please welcome Ozzie Guillen!
Special moment for Ozzie Guillen and all the White Sox fans on hand here in Wright Field. Beloved both as a player and manager here in the South Side.
One of the great characters in White Sox franchise history. Very vocal during his playing days, but I think more known for being vocal during his managerial career, and certainly a man who captured the hearts of all folks involved in Chicago. Ozzie is already having words with our first base umpire, John Byrne.
Yeah, maybe one of the 9 Major League Baseball games John Byrne was an umpire for. He had a bad moment with Ozzie. Looks like there's bad blood there.
That had to be fun.
Nolan Daniel, the new man on the mound, as Ozzie dances in the first base coach's box. And Dan Oberst with 2 balls and a strike, swinging it against his former collegiate Bananas teammate. Chopper to the right side. Nice scoop. South Trimble, and then Stephen Cullen able to drag the toe on first. And now Ozzie Guillen does have something to argue about.
Well, it's a little more laid back for Ozzie Guillen when he was trying to check on John Burns' call. But you see Cullen, great adjustment and really nice job holding his toe on the edge of that first base back for the out.
Yeah, well, as you could see on the replay, John Byrne made the right call, so we appreciate Ozzie not blowing up on him there. Reese Alexiadis bashed the ball out to left center his first time. Tested the limits of right field. Noah Bridges made a catch on the run, crashed into the wall. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Nanners right fielder. This one in on the hands. And ranging over, trying a barehanded catch, and coming up empty is Mason Maxwell. So his counterpart, Super Reese, into second on a 2-base missed trick play. And just like that, the inning-winning run in scoring position. That's the first barehanded attempt we've seen Maxwell not pull in successfully this year.
Yeah, and he's collected them in right field and at first base. You just see it goes awry as Maxwell was catching that on the fingertips versus he's traditionally trying to palm that banana ball to haul it in. And the Bananas go to the bench and turn to Dalton Malden, who is batting for Ryan Cox.
A sword for Dalton on a gnarly sinker from Nolan Daniel, his best pitch. He's got a banger of a slider to go with it. There's the slider. Dalton able to check his swing, appeal down to first. John Bird says he was able to check it. This one lifted out to shallow left. Dalton Cornett coming on in, started as the extra hitter for the Firefighters. We bat 10 in banana ball. That EH spot can be entered defensively without penalty, unlike the DH. And the songbird of our generation gets a photo op with Ozzie Guillen. Having a blast over there. No balls and a strike. Make it no balls and 2 strikes on Correll Prime. There's that nasty slider once again. Inning-winning run, still in scoring position as Prime holds off on the spinner this time. Sinker inside. Deuce is wild here in the last of the 5th. From 0-2 to 3-2, Alexiadis will scamper back to second. Thought about third, then decided the ball didn't get far enough away from Lytle. Ball 4 here wins the inning for the Bananas. Tough spot for a pitcher. And Correll Prime knew he was going to get a strike. Sends it out to left center and walks off the 5th. That is 3 straight inning wins for the Nanners. They lead 3-1.
Just the 3rd hit for Correll Prime against the Firefighters this year extends his now 5-game on-base streak. And it's the Nanners who have tallied points in 3 straight innings as Ty Jackson and the boys are going wild.
Blast to see Alex Ziegler pull that dance off, an unearned run against Nolan Daniel. He should have had a 1-2-3 frame if not for the trick play missed. And Ozzie Guillen dancing with the Savannah Bananas. What a funny world we live in. Let's get it on down.
You know, Chicago has many nicknames, but one of my favorites is Chicago is known as the Windy City. And so, look, I was thinking, what is a game that we could play with some of our fans that uses that term? And we came up with an idea. I've got 2 families here. I've got the Marcus family, and I've got the Visney family. And when I say go, these 2 youngsters and their families are going to run to first base. They're going to sit down on a whoopee cushion. Then their sibling is going to have to run, go to their moms. After they sit on a whoopee cushion, then dads have to go and get to the last whoopee cushion at home. This is called the Breaking Wind East City Race. All right, Visney family, Marcus family, on your marks, get set, go! Dead heat here to start. Visney family starting to get a little bit of a lead. Bang, little toot there, all right. Windy night in Chicago, bang, went down hard, mom had to hurdle the kid. She has to recover. All right, get in. Mom's coming in hot. Oh, excuse you. Oh, wait, coming in from behind. Oh, who's going to sit on the whoopee cushion? Somebody's going to get it. That's the one right there. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the Marcus family and the breaking Windy City race.
Well, from that to this, the really impressive resume from Kelsey Whitmore. And joining us on the mic, are you kidding me? The living legend herself, Kelsey. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing good. How are you guys? Trying to catch my breath out here.
What a battle to start this out. Dakota McFadden, 0 for 2 on the night. This is a guy who's been here for 5 years. And gets a trick pitch from you.
Yeah, I got to mess around with a little bit of things, right?
I love that. Soft contact and a foul ball. So what's the plan of attack against D-Mac here, Kelsey?
I don't want to be soft away right here. I'm going to go curveball.
Sounds good to me.
Or up.
Good looking pitch. Doesn't get the call from Vincent Chapman. And D-Mac to center field. D.R. Meadows eyeing it up. Backflip catch. Cannot come up with it. Firing into second. McFadden hustling all the way. Will have 2 bases. Well, Kelsey, you started playing baseball at 6 years old. You've loved it for as long as you can remember. But this has got to be the first time in your life that your fielders have tried to backflip while catching the ball behind you.
Yeah, it's definitely something new. But it's fun at the end of the day. You know, thankful to be here, you know, in this environment, around these people. The crowd's so supportive, and I'm just thankful for it all. God gave me an opportunity, and it's been amazing. Oh, we got a foul. I knew I was going to get a foul.
And speaking of the opportunities, it's your old teammate Val Perez who helped to bring you into the Banana Ball fold. Now you get to do battle against her. How much scouting knowledge do you have? What do you think you're going to do to attack Val here?
Honestly, I'm just going to let it eat, honestly.
Good plan. Peter misses down. Kelsey on the mound. Val at the dish. Both members of the United States Women's National Baseball Team.
Aye.
And now a 2-1 count. Bouncer to short. Cox whips off the professor over to first in time. His 6th trick play of the ball game. And a heck of a job bearing down there, Kelsey. Good job picking up your defense. We get another look at the replay on the broadcast. And Mason Maxwell plunked. Well, you've gotten Ryan Cox within 1 trick play of tying the Banana Ball record for
a single
game. That's right. So you've got a part in history if he can pull this off. And now South Trimble, yes.
Tough part of Banana Ball is really got to slow myself down, but compete at the same time. But then I'm trying to have fun too, you know, so.
Yeah. It's a lot to do at once. Ooh, good looking bender. Good take from South Trimble, 2-1 count. This could be 2. Cox under the leg, behind the back, flip, Olsen over to first. No scoop by Prime, but Ryan Cox has his 6th and 7th trick plays of the ball game with Kelsey Whitmore pitching and on the mic. Coxey has tied the single game record for trick plays by a player in Banana Ball history.
And we are only in the top of the 6th inning. Unbelievable stuff tonight from Ryan Cox. And now Kelsey, you get to face off against Isaac Parr, and you got to watch out for that slap hitting, I'm sure.
Chopper foul, a ball and a strike on Parra, who is 1 for 2 on the evening. Runners on the corners, you're trying to pick up your defense, because this would be an inning you're already out of if not for the trick play missed. Trimble off for 2nd, great pitch to run on.
Yeah, he's going to be aggressive here.
No doubt about it. 2-1. Right at him, and another bouncer to Cox between the legs, and that is a new single-game trick play record. The glove magician, unbelievable. Kelsey Whitmore on the mound for a 3-trick play top of the 6th,
and we've still got more Banana Bowl to play tonight. The dugout pouring out to congratulate Ryan Cox. A clean inning for Kelsey Whitmore and a 3-1 Bananas game. We'll be right back on TruTV.
Kelsey, thank you so much for joining us. That was electric.
Thank you, Kelsey.
You're a legend. Great work out there. Barrel, Zach Staten. What a vantage point.
I have no clue how much danger I'm in, but this is a thrill of a lifetime here, boys. I'm right behind Matt Wolf. This is insane.
Well, it was so much fun having Zach Staten in Matt Wolf's Rodeo Clown Barrel a couple weekends ago in Camden Yards. We said, let's get him back in the middle of the action here in Rate Field. So Wolfie on the bump, Staten in the barrel, Rack at the dish. Zach, how is the view at the center of this madness, my man?
It's pretty good right now, boys. Oh, Rack just got it into one. Come on, Mason!
Too much launch angle. Mason Maxwell for out number 1.
This is a beautiful ballpark, let me tell you something. I was up in the 500 levels. Chicago skyline was unbelievable during the rain delay, and now I'm down here on the field. There's not a bad view in this place. But let me tell you something, if Danny launches one over me, my head's gonna get taken off, bruv. Oh my God!
You just hit us with a bruv?
Yeah, man. I'm cultured, don't you know?
Yeah, that's right.
Can you guys see me?
Oh, yeah.
Barely.
Okay, good.
We've got a good angle for you.
Let me tell you something. I didn't want to pop out of here. Oh, come on. Come on, Joe.
You look awfully turtle-esque up here.
They call me Franklin the Turtle every now and then when I get in this thing, but let me tell you, I told you last time, oh, Hosley, that's a hot shot.
Yeah,
that's
tomahawk
foul.
foul.
That's right, Hosley, it's foul! Oh, boy.
You tell him.
Hey, he just saw me. Okay. Oh, he wants the hat. Here you go, Matt. Come on.
You had a little something in there for him?
Yeah, he always likes to have my hat for some reason. Oh, he dropped it. All right, he can have that hat. It's not a firefighter hat from like, oh, he wants over here. Oh, boy.
Called strike. He wants you out of this thing? What does he want from you?
I'm trying to...
You're stuck. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh,
careful! Oh, no!
Please!
You are in a compromised position.
Oh, careful, Zach.
I'm just trying to make sure like I can...
Zach, stay right there. Stay right there.
I can't really move, so like this is kind of perfect.
Wow, back handspring, cartwheel, and Wolfie throws the ball towards the Bananas dugout. That's ball four. It's a sprint. This is a catastrophe for the Firefighters. Hosley got a head start, and now you've got to get it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher. Cornette, the 7th and final man who had to touch that ball.
I can't really see anything other than the sky, so like I'm relying on you guys here at this point.
Yeah, I would just say,
well,
nice. Logan Lacey gave you a good turn.
You stopped and you've dropped yourself in the barrel. Now you get to roll, right?
Yeah, so like the deal was I was supposed to pick the barrel up and move, but here's the thing, my leg's locked.
You got stuck.
I had too much Giordano's pizzas, and now I'm like...
You got jammed up.
I'm out of strength. Oh, I can see EJ a little bit.
All right, well, the infield is in behind
Come on,
you.
boys, get me out of this situation!
EJ had a sprint, and Malachi Mitchell scored in his stead back in the fourth.
Do you think any of the bananas are going to aim at me?
No, they've got bigger fish to fry.
Okay, well, yeah, that's true. Whew. I worry about if my wife sees this, what she's going to think of me now, but...
I mean, she's got to be watching, right?
Yeah, I mean, but I'm more concerned about, like, is she going to think I'm safe, or is she... Oh, no.
Oh, well, this is the end of your misery. Hosley's going to score
oh my gosh! Okay.
On a wild pitch, and yeah, they nearly got you with the banana ball after all.
Oh, thanks, Mara.
Hey, Zach Staten, let's do it again, my friend. That was a blast.
Y'all can roll me off if you want.
Somebody help our guy out. Bye. Bye, Zach. That was a riot. And YouTube gets to hear the mad rumblings of Zach Staten as he's pushed off the field.
He's a different beast in that barrel.
To our firefighters, to our nurses, to our EMS workers, to our dispatchers, and to our school teachers.
Banana Ball Live on TruTV and HBO Max is presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. After an over hour and 20-minute rain delay, we got to action and we got some raction. A walk-off home run to win the third Ozzie Guillen, the legendary White Sox manager who led them to their World Series win in 2005. Coaching first base, having a blast, and Correll Prime having a lot of fun as well. He had the walk-off double to win the fifth inning. Denny Hosley just scored on a walk-off wild pitch, scampering in to win the sixth. So it is 4-1 Nanners, 3 innings still to play, and Gage Voorhees, the new man out of the pen, taking over for Kelsey Whitmore, who had a fantastic sixth inning, inducing 3 ground ball trick plays to Ryan Cox at short.
27th time Voorhees has taken the mound for the Bananas. He was a collegiate Banana back in 2022, helping them win a championship in the Coastal Plain League. And after finishing up his collegiate career at Flagler, he is back in his first full rookie season and has twice as many strikeouts compared to ball 4 sprints, an important mark every Banana Ball pitcher is striving for.
He's got the top of the order here for the Firefighters. Zachary Bridges getting his second trip to the dish tonight. In for the injured Liam Spence, who took a spill trying to round third base back in the first inning. It was a soggy night here on the south side of Chicago. The rain has just finally stopped coming down. It is remarkable that the entire crowd is still rocking and rolling with us. Vincent Chapman making the call himself. Zachary Bridges trying to check his swing. Vincent said he went around. And Zach having some words with Vincent before getting back to the dugout.
It was Bill Leroy also ready to appeal down to first base. John Byrne did not seem to disagree with the call whatsoever from Vincent Chapman. And now another strikeout on the season for Gage Voorhees, who's got something special with his middle infielders and DR Meadows.
Olson Cox and the doctor boogieing it up with Voorhees. And the fastball scrapes the outside corner to even up the count on Dalton and Cornett. 2 for 3 on the night. Each of his last 2 trips to the plate have resulted in booming doubles. And he smokes this one out to right. Reese Alexiadis is going to have to play it off the wall. Cornett into second, 3rd straight at bat with a two-bagger. What a night for DC3, playing in the yard that his father, Scott Cornett, was a member of the organization of.
And he told Zach Staten at the top of the show the goal was to hit a home run tonight. But 6 total bases so far for DC3. I'm sure he and his father pretty happy about that. And his 3 extra base hits tonight, more extra base hits than all of the left-handed hitters of the Firefighters had in 2024 alone across 19 games. That's how much of a difference he's made for this squad.
Yeah, he is a shot in the arm offensively for the Firefighters. 1-2 coming to Logan Lacey. And he doesn't bite. Nasty slider, what a take. This one shanked into right, good read by Cornett. He was off immediately. Saw Alexiadis wasn't going to be able to get to it. So Lacey, with his first knock of the evening, pushes Cornett over to third. And runners on the corners for Joe Lytle, who singled his first time, then doubled in the third, popped out in foul territory in the 5th. Couple ducks on the pond, and the Firefighters have some work to do, trailing by 3. A reminder that every run scored in our final inning counts as a point, so it's all about getting as close as you can before we get to the 9th, or whatever inning we are in when the 2-hour timer runs out. As you can tell, with nearly 40 minutes still on the clock, should be easy to get 9 in tonight. Fans do not catch the foul ball from Lytle. There was another one of the guys who fouled out to the fans last night, part of the historic performance by the folks here in the Windy City. Foul ball, the bat goes flying. Cowboy Kyle Lewis nearly makes a snag on that. Lytle, importantly, stays alive. Says, my bad, guys.
Well, it's still the slight effects of some rain earlier in tonight's contest, and Lytle grabbing a little extra pine tar and back in that left-handed batter's box behind 1-2.
And he gets a piece again. Backdoor bender. Lytle hanging tough. Another 1-2 coming from Voorhees. Bouncer off the glove of Prime. It'll score a run. Lytle's got good speed. And he will beat that out. So the Firefighters a chance to score a point here in the 7th. And they're pulling off the Super Bowl shuffle. The spirit of the 1985 Chicago Bears, alive and well here in the South Side. Another look. It was a hot shot, tough play for Correll Prime, the official scoring decision.
That's a hit for me. Tagged very well off the bat of Joe Lytle.
So he's 3 for 4. Pushes Lacey up to second, brings home Cornett. And Drew Yanesta, the Firefighters' designated runner, makes his second appearance of the evening. Here in their 4th trip through the lineup. Swinging bunt for Cullen, barehanded by Hosley. I think he had a lot more time than he realized. But smooth as silk either way. Takes care of Cullen. And the runners advance to second and third. Dakota McFadden doesn't bite on the slider below the knees. Meter yanked outside. 2-0 count on a dangerous man. That one struck well. It's going to fall in front of Robert Anthony Cruz. Lacey scores. Yanesta rumbling home. No throw from Cox. Clutch piece of 2-out hitting from D-Mac. It's now 3 runs home in the 7th for the Firefighters.
This is a much-needed offensive outburst for the Firefighters at the top of the 7th. It'll be pretty difficult for the Bananas to overcome a 3-run deficit in the bottom half. And the Firefighters need to try and chip away at this Bananas lead before the 9th inning, when every run they score will start to count for a point.
Noah Bridges, 1 for 3 on the night. Don't believe every graphic you see. Hits into a trick play by Jackson Olsen, whipping that thing between the legs. 3 runs across for the Firefighters, a golden opportunity to cut the deficit to 2. Banana Ball live on TruTV and HBO Max. It is presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. What a wonderful night it is here in Chicago. Johnny Hummel's got 3 runs to work with here in the bottom of the 7th, trying to add another point to the tally for the Firefighters. They're down by 3 right now.
Played collegiately at Erskine in the University of Kentucky, and in 2024 at Kentucky, Hummel helped them clinch a spot in the College World Series and has had a lot of success in his rookie campaign, striking out 17.5% of the batters he's faced, and loves to rock some Cars stuff behind him. He's a big fan of Lightning McQueen, Cars' his favorite movie, and the fans can't make the play behind home plate.
2 balls and a strike on Eric Jones Jr. Jackson Olsen on deck. D.R. Meadows at the top of the order in the hole. And EJ, a high fly out to left center. Noah Bridges, tip drill. You bet. Extra careful on the finish. As he boofed a similar play last night, was despondent about it, understandably so. All smiles after nailing it here tonight.
Yeah, and that's why you see the hand underneath the glove to make sure that he could secure it. Now Jackson Olsen steps into the left-handed batter's box, 0 for 1 with a foul out to a fan.
Jackson Olsen golfs this one into shallow center. Bridges a long run there for another tip, and this time into a barehanded snag by Mason Maxwell. So Bridges, a pair of trick plays to kick off the last of the 7th. We'll get another look right here. And to the top of the order we go. Johnny Hummel, last year the closer for Kentucky, now turning into a really fantastic arm in the back end of this bullpen for the Firefighters. Ty Jackson, all-out effort trying to grab that foul ball. Comes up empty, but not discouraged. And DR yanks that through the left side. 2 for 3 now on the night. 3 for 3 in the all-important quality at-bats department. Only time he's been retired was a seed of a liner right to short.
Yeah, Meadows on an absolute heater right now for the Savannah Bananas. Owns a 10-game hit streak and also has multiple hits in 4 of his last 6 games for the Nanners.
That'll be the first time in years Bill Leroy's come up to the dish without stroke by Billy Squire play.
What's wrong with the Goo Goo Dolls, huh?
I love the Goo Goo Dolls. And first pitch, an ambush. down the left field line. Meadows on his horse. Maceo Harrison sending him home. And DR is going to score with a belly flop. Bill Leroy is on a heater of all heaters. KJ brings David Ray back to the dugout. Another extra base hit for Billy Barrels. Unbelievable.
Entered tonight batting .538 against the Firefighters this season. That was his 10th double against this team. And brings in DR Meadows to cut into the Firefighters lead here in the 7th.
Dan Oberst behind 0-1. And make it 0-2. Couple nasty curveballs from Hummel. Fastball, high 80s, low 90s. Always lurking. He tries to stick with the soft stuff. Oberst makes him pay. Leroy's going to score. Dan a big turn. And he will stop at first. The inning tying run aboard. And a special guest will represent the inning winning run.
Now coming to bat, a 6-time All-Star, a World Series champion, and his number 14 is retired for your Chicago White Sox. Please welcome Paul Konerko!
Blaring. Paul Konerko bounces one to short. Isaac Parra pulling off a trick play. And just like that, one pitch. That's it for Paul Konerko. He gets another huge ovation. As big a part of that 2005 World Series champion squad as anybody. He was ALCS MVP. And now let's get it on down to Sam Bauman.
Abiko, Josh, nothing short of incredible tonight in Chicago. A lot of that thanks to this guy next to me. 8 trick plays. Other than saying before you walked out to me you would do it, you said there's a little extra inspiration tonight for this one, Ryan.
Yeah, there was a fan today in rope drop, and I was asking how many trick plays, and he looked me dead in the face, and he said 8. And I said, you know that's a lot, right? 8 would be the record. And he challenged me to 8 tonight, so shout out him, making it happen. Ozzie Guillen here talking about how I feel the ball, gave me a lot of confidence, and our pitching staff's just doing their job. Kelsey, all the guys, really just giving me opportunity.
Ryan, always crediting other people for your successes. I did talk to both Prime and DR Meadows, who said, you know what? They made some, drop the ball here or there. They said they were actually thinking of you in that situation. How's that feel?
My teammates are the best. I mean, we're always thinking about each other through the positives and the negatives. DR, Jackson, they were helping me out that inning, trying to get the extra reps in, and I told them I wanted to get it, just like I looked at you and said I'm going for 8, so they knew the game plan.
Ryan Cox, congratulations. He's thanking his whole team, but there was only one guy with 8 trick plays in a game. This guy.
Thank you, Sam Bauman. Always great to hear from Ryan Cox. One of the best in the history of the sport. And now you get a look at the numbers for Kyle Perry here in his rookie campaign.
A banana ball rookie out of the University of Nebraska. The lefty struck out 2 in a scoreless inning of work last week, and that lasted 3 minutes and 58 seconds. It was Perry's first multi-strikeout outing since April 11th in Savannah, Georgia. He was awfully excited about it.
So excited, he said he blacked out coming off the mound, broke out a fire hose celebration. Some of his teammates thought it might have been something else. He said, no, it was a fire hose, guys. Come on. And a called strike 3, fastball on the outside corner. And it looks like the strikeout bug has made its way from Denver to Chicago for KP.
Yeah, when you go back to the outing in Coors Field, each of Perry's last 3 outs have come via the K, and he wants all the smoke.
Now South Trimble. He demolishes this ball to left. If it stays fair, it's going to be out of here, but that is yanked foul. South not known for his juice. That was struck well. And KP right back into the old curly bit. Leaves that fastball up and out. Working quickly. Slowly tapped left side. Barehanded by Hosley. 2 down. KP, even though this is only his first year in Bananaland, as you get another look at the fine play by Danny Do-It-All. KP has become beloved by his teammates as Isaac Parra tries to pull off the soft slap and then fouls that away. I mean, Kyle Perry is a character of all characters. He was hosting a radio show before he came here to Bananaland. Guy loves to talk, is absolutely hilarious, never stops with the bits. And if you ask everybody in the locker room, he is one of the top guys for him. Nice job, Isaac Parra. Well, he left his own batter's box, dragged the foot in the wrong batter's box, and will be caught trying to steal first base. A 1-2-3 inning for KP. And you get another look at Parra leaving the box, committing to first, and gunned down for it.
That right, Shark. All right, we need everyone. We're going to light up the sky one more time here in Chicago. So everyone, turn on your phones and your flashlights, and let's get them all around the stadium here. And join in, and I want to hear you sing as loud as you can, A Little Yellow.
You are watching Banana Ball live on TruTV and HBO Max, and it is presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. It's been a fun ball game so far here in Wright Field, the home of the Chicago White Sox. In the middle of the 8th inning, we just saw the full capacity crowd of over 40,000 fans still have this place jam-packed as we have gotten past 10 p.m. Central Time here in Chicago, with over an hour and 20-minute rain delay tonight. This is about as late as we've ever seen our young sport played. And Ryan Cox quickly ahead, 3 balls, no strikes against Johnny Hummel out for a second inning of work. He bent but did not break in the 7th, gave up 2 runs with a 3-run cushion. So he earned the Firefighters their second point. And he fires 4 straight bad ones to Coxie, who will be our showman of the night if the Nanners can hold on for this victory. Cox now represents the inning-winning run at first and no longer represents that inning-winning run. Malachi Mitchell taking over for him.
Second time Flash is coming to run tonight for the Savannah Bananas, looking for a little extra insurance here in the 8th before the final inning, and Correll Prime collects his second knock of the night with a floater into center field.
Yeah, Prime now 2 for 3. He walked off the 5th with a double into left center. Ty and Danny Oberst out there to celebrate with their 6'5" buddy, and Malachi Mitchell thought about third. What a stop and athletic recovery by Joe Lytle to keep the inning-winning run at second. Robert Anthony Cruz tied the game with his walk-off home run in the 3rd off Christian Dearman. No doubt smash. Up to 9 now on the tour, and looks like Ron Franklin, Caden Green trying to inspire some good juju for their boys. He's behind the back snag on a foul ball from Cullen. Once again, for anybody who didn't hear it the first time, Caden Green, in the big scheme of things, A-OK after being hit by that Andy Archer pitch up and in on the hand last night. As Rack, a moonshot deep out to right. Maxwell to the track, makes the catch with his keister up against the wall. Malachi Mitchell will tag and advance to third. Just a little too much launch angle. That thing was smoked.
Yeah, and Cruz was watching it, walking out of the batter's box, thinking he had collected a second home run in the ball game. Nonetheless, the warning track shot a productive out as Flash moves up to third, and Rack hits us with a little 6-7.
Here's Danny Do-It-All, 0 for 1. With a ground out and a ball four sprint. He scored the inning-winning run in the 6th on a wild pitch from Matt Wolf. And a hot shot into left. Danny Do-It-All with his second walk-off of the ball game, and some insurance for the Nanners. They are up 5-2, heading to our final frame. How about Maceo, KJ, Flash, Niz, and Philly? Breaking out the Jailhouse Tango. Shout out Chicago. Discussion last night, the last musical to win Best Picture. That was back in 2002. Fun film. Understandable that we would have a couple homages to it here in the Windy City, and this is what it means to be in our final inning. Every run scored will count as a point. If we're tied at the end of the 9th, we will go to showdowns.
Yeah, with the Firefighters down 3 points, they're going to need to put up 3 runs here in the inning to at least tie the Savannah Bananas. And with Liam Spence, the leadoff hitter, out of the ballgame, Zachary Bridges coming in to replace him. I wouldn't be surprised if the Firefighters possibly utilized their golden batter here to lead off the inning against Austin Krasminski. Of course, with the golden batter, you can take any player, regardless of their spot, originally in the lineup, and bat them in whatever spot you would like. And now you got to look at Austin Krasminski, the former Cubs and Angels minor leaguer, seeking another save this season. He's got 5 saves in 7 opportunities, and the Firefighters and all Banana Ball opponents actually batting .242 against the righty in his 2nd Banana Ball season.
The Chris Monster out of Roswell, Georgia, a 2017 collegiate banana. And you can see the folks out in the outfield waving their hands along with DR Meadows, Bananas center fielder. This is a tradition that we've fallen in love with, and the fans just get an absolute kick out of it as well. It's always going into the 9th. And DR does a heck of a job getting the fans moving and grooving. Let's get it down to the young crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Firefighters are invoking the Golden Batter Rule. Hitting in the place of Zachary Bridges is the Firefighters' Golden Batter. Please welcome Joe Lytle.
Joe Lytle's having himself a heck of a night. Val Perez riding the hot hand, 3 for 4 with a double, couple runs scored.
Had 3 hits in each of his last 2 series, has 5 here in these 2 games in right field. So Val Perez wants to stick with a hot bat. Joe Lytle 0 for 2 this season when facing off against Krem.
Chance for the fans. No, that bangs off the facade of the second deck. Still a ball and 2 strikes on the Firefighters catcher. Krem, one of the harder throwers in Banana Ball. Well-placed fastball, does not get strike 3. Vincent Chapman says it was inside. Krem all smiles in response. I don't know what Ty is doing with Zach Phillips, but it doesn't matter. We've got bigger fish to fry here. Another really good-looking 2-strike pitch, rather. Another gutsy take by Lytle. Count is full. And he just gets a piece of a filthy changeup. Another payoff from Krem. Yanked foul. We'll do it again. Boy, Lytle was ready for the low 90s heat there. Krasminski, one of the harder throwers in the sport.
Went change up to set up some high heat against Joe Lytle. Wouldn't be surprised if Krem sticks with the gas on his payoff pitch that is skied into center field. DR Meadows, a tip drill with the Banana Ball, collected in the hat. 13th trick play of the night for the Savannah Bananas, and they are now 2 outs away from a series sweep in Chicago.
And DR with his 3rd trick play. A couple tip throws and a backflip catch tonight. And here come the big boppers. Dalton Cornett. His last 3 trips to home plate. 3 doubles. All of them demolished. It's a backdoor slider for strike 1. Serves this one deep out to left center. Rack is not going to get there. Dalton Cornett, have yourself a night. 4 straight doubles for DC3.
And on a night where we saw Ryan Cox break the single game trick play record, Dalton Cornett becomes the first man in Banana Ball history with 4 doubles in a single game.
Logan Lacey deep out to left center. Meadows retreating, makes the catch on the track. Wrong part of the park for Showtime to go to. And the Firefighters down to their final out. Joe Lytle gets to swing it again against Austin Krasminski. He led off the inning with that long battle, ending in the tip drill trick play from DR in center.
Well, that's part of the value of the Golden Batter. Even though Lytle wasn't able to get a knock his first time up, he saw 8 pitches against Austin Krasminski. Has an incredible idea of what the arsenal looks like for the Bananas righty tonight.
Little singular goal has to be reaching base. The time run, and Stephen Cullen lurks on deck. 2 up. It's going to be bounced, backhanded, sliding, stop! Jackson Olsen with the trick play, whipping it between the legs as the Nanners sweep Chicago. A 5-2 victory. And they have now won 16 of their last 17 games. They remain absolutely blazing hot.
The Bananas pretty much unstoppable since the end of June. Complete another sweep this season against the Firefighters in an all-around impressive game. 5 points earned for the offense tonight, 14 trick plays, and it's capped off by the incredible performance tonight from Ryan Cox. First mandate trick plays in one ball game.
And we took a look at the standings earlier tonight. With the win, the Nanners keep pace with the Party Animals. They are 3 games back from the best team in Banana Ball as they continue to jostle for the #1 seed in the first ever Banana Ball World Tour Championship Tournament. The Nanners finish up their signature victory dance with streamers pouring down on right field, and another look at the fine play by the grade 8. A web gem just to get it, and then the trick play for the exclamation point. And the Nanners continue to cruise.
Yeah, just another unbelievable game, and for Ryan Cox, unsurprisingly, the showman of the game for the Savannah Bananas. 8 trick plays tonight, and we saw diversity as well. Between the legs, he whipped out the professor, had some tip drills. And now to hear more on tonight's game, we send it down to Sam Bauman with the man in the yellow tux, Jesse Cole.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks, Biko. Yes, what a night it was. Jesse, you pointed out, we're looking around. This game started almost 2 hours late. Still on their feet, still entertained in a house that was built on entertainment.
It's unbelievable. Banana Nation is truly special. See, sold-out crowd, stayed through an hour-and-a-half rain delay. And when you think about this, Chicago, one of the greatest fans-first owners of all time, Bill Beck, all about the fans, from grandstand manager night, from having exploding scoreboards, he cared about the fans. So for us to be here, he's been a huge inspiration to me. And to be here, I hope he's looking down and saying, this is what it should be all about, is be about the fans. And to see what we did, Cox breaking the trick play record, to see amazing home runs. What a show. I'm so proud of these guys, these players, and I'm so proud of the fans. We love what we do and just so grateful to be doing it every single night.
Grateful is putting it mildly, guys. What a night here in Chicago. It's been a long one. We're going to let Jesse rest his voice a little bit and celebrate with the team. Biko, Josh, let's get it back on up to you guys.
Thanks, SB, and always cool to hear from Jesse Cole. The reason why this whole thing started in Savannah, Georgia, the reason why we get to travel all across the country doing it, as we welcome you back inside with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. As the graphic says at the bottom of your screen, we will be back in action this coming Thursday night. Bananas versus Firefighters, back in the house that built Banana Ball, historic Racing Stadium in our beloved home of Savannah, Georgia. That's going to be a 3-game set, and as we talked about earlier, every single game this year for the rest of the way that the Bananas are in is going to be on TruTV. It's going to be on HBO Max, and as always on the Nanners YouTube channel. Really impressive win by the Bananas tonight as they sweep Chicago.
Yeah, the pitching remained impressive throughout this series tonight, and going to be really exciting next weekend to see the Bananas' last homestand in Grayson Stadium before that tour championship. First time the folks in Savannah will also get a look at the Firefighters and that impressive squad, and hopefully we see games as good as tonight as this one's. Wrapped up in 1 hour and 49 minutes. Classic Banana Ball right there.
With over an hour and 20 minutes rather in the rain delay. That's a testament to the fans here. Jesse mentioned it. It is just so impressive that over 40,000 fans stayed with the rain and the lightning, got rained on throughout the rest of the game as well, and had an epic environment here in Wright Field. Big thank you to the Chicago White Sox for welcoming us. All of their staff were fantastic. Thanks to SB and Zach Staten down on the field, our executive producer Yvonne Trezak, our director Chad Reese. For Josh Talevsky, I'm Biko Scala. We will see you later!